Hello everyone, my name is Yasin and welcome to my YouTube channel That's Why Technology। इस चैनल में हम लोग कोर्सेस सिखाएंगे रिलेटेड टू द लेटेस्ट ट्रेंड्स, लेटेस्ट टेक्नोलॉजीज इन द मार्केट। जो स्किल्स चाहिए करंट लेवल पे, व्हाट आर द कंपनीज आर एक्सपेक्टिंग फ्रॉम द पीपल that we are going to train in this video, in this channel. So we will be having company related project, real-time project, real-time scenarios, question and answer session, seminars, and live session as well. So particularly in this video, हम लोग सीखने वाले हैं virtualization. What is virtualization? What is virtualization? So if anybody knows about virtualization, kindly you can write the answer in the comment. And if anybody have any kind of doubt or any query, you can just write a comment. We will get back to you uh, on your comment. So what is virtualization? If we consider a time like 10-20 साल पहले, जब हम IT कंपनीज को देखते, IT इन्वायरमेंट को देखते, there we have some servers, server 1, server 2, server 3 and so on. Server 1, server 2 and server 3. So basically ये servers up and running होते, ये servers different server will be is used for different purpose. Like for example, this server is mail server. Okay, this server is application server, and this server is also application server too. So in this particular server, application is running. In this particular server, application is running. So this is app server, and this server is work as mail server. So they have to bring the servers, they have to assemble the servers. After assembling, they have to configure the servers, they have to install the server operating system, and the system administrator will take care of all these things, installing the server. उसके अंदर आप कंपनी को कौन सा सर्वर चाहिए, एप्लीकेशन सर्वर चाहिए या फिर एप्लीकेशन सर्वर या फिर मेल सर्वर, व्हाटएवर द सर्वर इट इज, दे हैव टू इंस्टॉल इट। एंड इफ अगर ट्रैफिक ज्यादा होता है, जैसे ही जब आपकी वेबसाइट पे या फिर जब कोई भी एप्लीकेशन पे जब ट्रैफिक ज्यादा होता है, तो व्हेन सर्वर 80% से ज्यादा जब यूटिलाइज होता है, दे हैव टू ब्रिंग वन मोर सर्वर एंड दे हैव टू कॉन्फ़िगर इट। इमेजिन एक कंपनी है जो कि चल रही है 30-40% ट्रैफिक आ रहा है, सडनली पीक सीजन में जब सीजन का टाइम होता है, वो टाइम पर ये कंपनी का यूटिलाइजेशन हो गया 80-90%। ठीक है, एंड दे हैव टू ब्रिंग सम मोर सर्वर्स, दे हैव टू assemble it, they have to configure it, they have to install the server operating system, they have to install configure the web server, mail server, app server, what it is. So installation करके after that they have to bring it up and running. This is very time consuming. Old times में, पहले के times में, this is normal, this is what is the process. But after after the peak hours, like when season ends, when they don't have this traffic, they have to off these servers, extra servers. So that is a headache. Here, what is the requirement? Cost upfront. They have to invest in servers, they have to invest in hardware, they have to invest in everything. Okay, so this is the procedure when we are like 10, 15 years, 20 years before the cloud computing starts. So now imagine today's world. Now we have Azure, now we have AWS, now we have Google Cloud Provider. Now we have too much cloud service provider. So where you can create your server up and running within a minutes. How it become possible? How it become so much easy to up and running the server very easily. This is because of virtualization. ये हुआ है virtualization की जो टेक्नोलॉजी है उसका इस्तेमाल करके. So basically virtualization होता क्या है? So virtualization है एक प्रोसेस, एक सॉफ्टवेयर वी कैन से, जो अलाउ करता है कंप्यूटर को, जो अंडरलाइंग कंप्यूटर है, फॉर एग्जांपल जो भी हार्डवेयर है कंप्यूटर का, हार्डवेयर इन द सेंस आई होप एवरीबॉडी नोस व्हाट इज हार्डवेयर. रैम हो गया कंप्यूटर का, ओके, प्रोसेसर हो गया कंप्यूटर का, प्रोसेसर के अंदर कोर्स होते हैं, कोर 1 कोर 2, एंड आपका स्टोरेज हो गया, ओके, एंड दिस इज द हार्डवेयर. Okay, so this hardware resources, okay, these hardware resources will be shared by the computer with other operating system. Okay, basically virtualization is a process that allows a computer to share its hardware resources. This hardware, this RAM, this processor, this everything, we call it as resources. Okay, so it is sharing its resources with other operating system. ठीक है? Each virtualization environments run its associated resources. So dedicated resources create किए जाते हैं when you are installing the operating system in the virtualized environment, and वो dedicated storage के अंदर ये सारे चीज़ा run होते हैं. Okay, and in virtualization the the basic term, the basic technology is hypervisor. Is hypervisor. Is hypervisor. So now the question is, what is hypervisor? Hypervisor is a software that creates and run the virtual machines, VMs. Okay, it is a software. It is a software that runs VMs. VMs are what? That is virtual machines. So hypervisor allows host computer to support multiple guest VMs. Okay, for example, we have one computer. For example, we have one computer. This is your home computer. Let's imagine it has some hardware. Okay, it has some hardware, 4 GB RAM, processor, 500 GB storage, and all. So this operating system, it has operating system. Let me write here to understand better. We have RAM 4 GB, make it 8 GB. Okay, okay, and after that we have processor. Processor we have 4 core, and we have storage storage we have like 500 GB, and this configuration we have. Okay, so now an operating system. Let's say operating system OS we have Windows. So this is the configuration of this particular PC. So now in this configuration in this PC, you are doing your day-to-day task, and now the requirement is you need to learn the Linux operating system. Okay, and to run the Linux operating system, you cannot buy one more PC, because if you are going to buy another PC, it will cost you. You have to pay. You have to spend money. So the scenario is hypervisor. Hypervisor is a software, okay, virtualization software that is used and create the virtual machines into the existing operating system. So now hypervisor is virtual machine monitor, okay, VMM, virtual machine monitor, or that is a software you can say. But the question is how it allows to create, how it is allowing to create. So this is the basically a software to run virtual machines on a host computer. So now we have operating system Windows, and this is a configuration. So in this configuration, we need Linux operating system. So to utilize this software, to utilize this technology, we need virtual machine VMware workstation. We need VMware workstation. VMware workstation we have to download, and after that in that workstation in the VMware we have to install the Linux Ubuntu. In this video, in this scenario, we are going to install the Linux version Ubuntu. Linux is separate course, Linux computing and Linux, all the commands and what are the flavors, what are the versions we have, history of Linux, everything we are going to have a separate course. We are going to have a separate video. So basic we just need to know about the virtualization. So we need to have the VMware workstation, and in that workstation we are going to install the Ubuntu operating system. So now we have this configuration, okay, and now we talk about hypervisor. So basically hypervisor, when we talk about the hypervisor, there are two types of hypervisor, that is type 1 and second one is type 2. So type 1 and type 2 hypervisor are there. So type 1 hypervisor is sit on the top of bare metal server. That means it doesn't require the base operating system. Directly we are installing the virtual machines on the dedicated hardware. Okay, it doesn't require any operating system. This is called bare metal server. Okay, this is type 1, and type 2 is a hypervisor application installed on the host operating system. So OS have this hypervisor installed. So let me see the example of bare metal hypervisor. So bare metal server, this type 1 hypervisor and type 2 hypervisor. What is the hypervisor 1 and hypervisor 2? So this is the example of hypervisor type 1 versus type 2. So in type 1, you can see this is the bare metal architecture. Okay. In this, there is a hardware, server hardware or computer hardware, whatever it is. There is a hardware, and above the hardware, above the bare metal, like hardware, what we have, the bare metal, we have the hypervisor. Okay. On that particular hypervisor, we are creating the virtual machine and operating system, virtual machine and operating system. So on that hypervisor itself, we are installing the virtual machine. Whereas when we compare to the type 2 hypervisor, it is hosted architecture. Like first we have the hardware, second one we have the host operating system. In our case, it is Windows operating system. It is Windows operating system. Already we have installed the Windows operating system. So that is host operating system. And this host operating system have the hypervisor installed in it. This is the software layer. Okay, this layer allows to create the virtual machines. So by using the hypervisor, we are creating the virtual machine onto this host operating system. Okay, so this is the type 1 and type 2. Here directly we are installing the virtual machine onto the hypervisor which sits above the bare metal, right? Here we are creating the virtual machine on the host operating system by using the hypervisor layer. So these are the two types of hypervisor, that is type 1 and type 2. So this is the two types of hypervisor we have, and using this hypervisor, it enables the virtualization. Okay guys, okay. So till now everybody have understand the concept. If they have any doubt, you can write a comment and we will get back to you on your query. Okay. So using this technology, using the virtualization, the cloud become very easy. The cloud computing. Cloud computing, what is cloud computing? Basically, what is cloud? What is cloud computing? Well, cloud computing is same. By using the technology of hypervisor, the company, instead of you are owning the server, instead of spending the cost upfront on the hardware, servers and everything, you are just renting the servers. Server from where? The service provider. Okay, the cloud service provider. So where you can use the server, and the time, like 1 hour or 1 day, or what is the runtime of that particular server, you can pay as per the requirement. And there are different types of configuration, there are different types of operating system, everything is pre-built there, and you have to just select what is the configuration, which is the operating system, and in few minutes your server will be up and running. So no need to buy a server, configure, install operating system, server operating system, and this nothing. Just go to the cloud service provider and your server will be up and running in just a few minutes. So this is because of the virtualization. So using this virtualization, the cloud service provider are virtualizing the servers, virtualizing the servers. They are providing the shared servers. You are sharing the servers with underlying hardware. You are sharing the servers and you are renting. Okay. So this is the concept where the cloud computings start, and we will have a dedicated class for the cloud computing, basic of cloud computing, what is software as a service, what is platform as a service, what is infrastructure as a service. Everything we are going to discuss in detail in cloud computing class. So let me go on to the topic VMware. So VMware workstation. VMware workstation. This is a software where we are installing our Linux Ubuntu. Okay. So first you need VMware workstation, download it into your PC, and second one you need ISO file for Ubuntu. Okay. So these two things you need, and before these two things you need virtualization enable in your laptop. So most of the PCs they come with the virtualization enable in the PC. So how you check the virtualization is enable or disable? So I will show you how you can check whether it is enable or disable in your laptop or in your PC. Or if it is disable, I will show the steps how to enable. And if it is enable, you can directly install the VMware workstation and you can download the ISO file, and we can go ahead with the practicals. Okay. So let's start the practicals. So to check whether your PC, whether your operating system, whatever you have, is virtualization enable or disable, you have to go and you have to go to the task manager. If you go to the task manager, it will show you the panel. Here you have to come in performance. In performance, you have CPU, memory, disk 1, disk 2, everything is here. Okay, and it will show how many cores are there, how many logical processor are there, and here it is showing virtualization. So that is, in my case, in my laptop, it is enable. Okay, it is enable. So we don't need to explicitly go and change the setting because it is already enabled in my PC. So you can just go and download the VMware workstation. I will show you the direct, I will give you the direct link to the website where you can download the VMware workstation and Ubuntu ISO file as well. I will give you the link. I will give you the repository, GitHub repository, where you can find the links and the steps to enable the virtualization. Okay, if your laptop virtualization is disabled, then you have to enter the BIOS. Then you have to enter the BIOS setting. When you restart the PC, you have to press F12 continuously. Okay, and in the booting sequence of the computer, you will go into the BIOS setup. There in advanced setting, you can check the processor CPU. In the CPU, you can check virtualization. Okay, if it is disabled, you can enable it from there and just save and exit. So and restart the PC. It will be enabled. I will share the steps in the file which will be available in the description. The link is in the description. You can download it from there, or you can visit the repository and you can check the steps how to enable the virtualization. And see, this is the link. This is the link. This is the GitHub repository where I have mentioned all the details. Enter the BIOS interface by pressing the F12 button in the booting sequence of the computer, and after going to the advanced, there is a processor. And in virtualization, you can go whether it is enable or disable. So if it is disabled, you have to enable, save and exit. Okay, and here we have two links. One is VMware workstation. Go to this link. If you just go to this link, you will come on this page. So in this page, if you come down, there are two workstations. One is workstation Pro 17 and one is workstation for Linux. So you have to download this workstation. Okay. So after downloading the workstation, you have to download this ISO file for the operating system. This is ISO image for the Ubuntu. Directly it will ask you to download. No need to do anything. Just give the location and it will be automatically downloaded into your local computer. Okay. So once you have this workstation and this Ubuntu operating system, install this workstation into your PC, and you can install the Ubuntu operating system into the workstation. Okay, guys. Till now, if anybody have any kind of doubt, any kind of query, they can put in it in you as soon as we get your comments. Okay. So after downloading the both VMware workstation and this workstation 17 Pro for Windows, you have to download, and this ISO image for Linux Ubuntu. Okay, after downloading the both the setups, let's start the installation process. Okay, so in the installation process, it is very simple, same like other installation softwares, where how we install. Double click on that setup. After double clicking, it will ask you like this, so you have to press yes. So it will start the installation process. So once it's start the installation process, you have to follow the steps. What are the steps it is following? What are the steps it is showing? You have to just follow the steps, basic steps, and it will be installed on your local PC. So let's see the installation process for the VMware. Will take a few minutes, so just wait for it. After installing the VMware, let's operating system inside the Linux operating this VM. So here we have one to open it. So once it's got installed, we have to open this, and now on your screen you have already created. Okay, so let's come to home. So this is the home. It should be look like this when you install for the first time. So here, from here, we need to select create a new machine. So when you select the create a new machine, it will ask you a question like how you want to create a new virtual machine. Like typical, which created a workstation 16. Personalize all your steps. So as of now, we are going to select this typical, and we have to next. And after pressing the next button, this is the important step. So here you have either you have to select install disk. You can select this option. In our case, downloaded the Ubuntu application where you have download the ISO image of the Ubuntu operating system, and it will show Ubuntu desktop. This is the file detected. Okay, so this is the operating system file which we have downloaded. So if you want to select, I will do install operating system later, you can select this one also, but the steps will be different. So as of now, we will select this. We have to give the operating system name like uh, virtual Ubuntu OS. Okay, so and we have to give the username. Username will be SY Technology. Password will be something, and password is the optional. You can give it or you can skip it. It doesn't matter. So after giving the password, you just have to press. Okay, so this should be lower letters. And you have to give the location where it has to be installed. So in our case, we are giving this. This is as a location. We are selecting this file as a location, and we are giving. This is the location where the operating system, this virtual operating system, will is going to install. So this is the location. There, our this virtual machine, virtual operating system, use the storage, or it will be installed there. All the files and everything will be in that particular location. Okay, so just press next, and minimum 20 GB of hard disk is recommended. Okay, so if you want to increase, you can just increase the hard disk, it doesn't matter. Or you can store virtual disk as a single file or split file. So you, as of now, I'm selecting the single file. No need for the split files. If you want, you can go for a splitting file. Here it is showing splitting the disk, make it easier to move the virtual machine to another computer, but maybe reduce performance with very last disk. So I'm selecting as a single file, and I will press next. Here it is showing the overview of the virtual machine. It is new Ubuntu OS. The location is F drive, and version is this, and the operating system is Ubuntu 64-bit. Hard disk we are giving 25 GB. Memory we are giving 2 GB RAM. This is network adapter, 2 CPU cores. Yeah, this is sound card, and this all by default it is taking. So if you want to personalize, you can just put and select what is the RAM you want to give, how many processors you want to give, and how many location, if you want network adapter, USB controller, whatever the details. If you want to make some changes, you can change from here. Otherwise, it is good to go. Okay, just press finish. So once you press the finish button, it will start creating the virtual machine. So now see, now it is creating the virtual machine in the VMware. So parallel. Okay, guys. So after finish after finishing the installation, the steps of installing the VMware is very simple. Run the setup file. After that, it will be asked a couple of steps. Just you have to press next, next, and next, followed by the steps. And after that, it will be installed on your laptop or on your computer. After installing the VMware, let operating system inside the Linux operating this VM. So here we have one to open it. So once it's got installed, we have to open this, and now on your screen you have already created. Okay, so let's come to home. So this is the home. It should be look like this when you install for the first time. So as you can see, after waiting a little bit, it depends upon your computer configuration, PC configuration. So it will take some time. Don't worry if it is taking long. It will come. So it will come like this. When it's come like this, it is like your operating system is being installing, and just wait for a few more minutes. It will show you the steps to install the OS. So verifying the installation, configuration. So all these steps, one by one, it will come. You have to give the required data like this. So here we are selecting English. Okay, so we just press continue. and after that, what applications would you like to install to start with? Normal installation, minimal installation, whatever the here we will choose normal installation, where web browser, utilities, office software, games and media player will install. Or otherwise you can just go with the minimal installation, where only web browser and basic utilities will be in your operating system. So here we will select normal and download updates while installing Ubuntu. So this will be the latest update will be installed while installing the Ubuntu. Okay, so here if we press continue, so it will take you to the next step. And don't worry if it is taking time, because it depends totally, it depends on your PC configuration, like your RAM, your processor, and this. So these factors will affect the installation. So after successfully installing this OS, it will definitely runs good. So no doubt in that. But as of now, during installation, it will take time, because the operating system is being installed on your PC as a virtual machine. So now see, this computer currently has no detected operating system. You will like to erase disk and install Ubuntu, the delete program documents. Well, it is like you just press install now. No need to do anything, because we have already created the partition and everything. So if you continue, the changes list below will be, otherwise you will be able to make further changes manually. The partition table changed. So let's see if we continue and just it will install the operating system. So where are you? We have to select the location. If you are in some other location, you have to press the other location, or else you can just press continue. And after pressing the continue, it will take you your name. So in my case, I will give, so you'll be asking virtual machine. If I give the password, okay. So it is required my password to log in. Use Active Directory or login automatically. Whatever the options you need, you can select as per your requirement. Just press the continue button, and it will copy the files. It will copy the installation of the operating system with the required configuration and with the required files. So it will show you the couple of steps, and after that it will be downloaded to your virtual machine in the VMware. Okay, so it will take a few more minutes to install the operating system. So just wait for the operating system to install. Okay, and if anyone have any kind of doubt, any query, or any kind of suggestions, kindly write it in a comment section. And if you like the video, and if you want us to create more videos, or videos on the latest technologies, latest courses and everything, just subscribe to the channel, like the video. And if you have any friends or any colleagues, or anyone who want to learn IT or any courses in IT, just share with them, so that they can also learn something from our channel, and do support us, so that we will create more videos on the latest technology, interview questions, or what are the technologies that is going to be uh, boom in the future. So we are going to create a video, make videos on that particular trending topics. So if you want any particular technology, just write us in a comment section. We will definitely look into that, and we'll create the videos as per your suggestion. Okay, so it is installing now. So during the installation process, it will show you some kind of this uh, information like VLC media player, this applications you can directly install, and here it is showing like Spotify, everything you can use here in Ubuntu. So it's not like that. Before it is only like CLI, so command line interface. Only it will be a black screen where you just have to write all the commands, and it will be you will be interacting with the back end of the operating system with the help of kernel. So now it is not totally CLI. It is command line interface with graphical user interface also, GUI. So the main screen will be GUI, where you can practice, where you can learn how to use the command line interface. So this is a good part of this operating system. By using this GUI, graphical user interface OS, as a virtual machine, you can learn how to do commands, how to use the Linux, how to run the servers, how to do what type of commands for what purpose. So here you can learn all the things, and after practicing here, you can practice in cloud as well. If you have a subscription for Azure, Microsoft Azure will give the new user $200 to run a virtual machine and practice there for the learning purpose, to learn how portal works, what are the services available in the Azure, Microsoft Azure. It will give you the $200 to practice all those, so you can utilize that service also from Microsoft. After practicing here, just create an account in the Microsoft Azure, and do practice on the real time. Create some servers, connect with that server from the CLI mode. I will show how to connect with that in the next video. We are going to learn that, okay, by using the Visual Studio, and by using the PuttyGen. We are going to connect with the cloud servers in the next video. So yes, as of now, if you practice here, you can work on the cloud side, where you can use totally CLI mode, command line interface, and in AWS also you can create some servers. You can interact with some servers or buckets, S3 buckets, or whatever the services you want to practice. You can learn. AWS will give you 1 year of free subscription with some hours limited hours. You can use that particular services. So on that particularly AWS cloud and Azure cloud, we will have some separate videos. So where from the basic, from foundation to the Azure administrator or AWS system administrator, we are going to teach, we are going to make the videos and courses and all. So the better way, if you are a beginner, just try with this virtual machine. So it doesn't going to cost you anything. Just it will be installed in your PC, local PC, and you can work. Whereas on the cloud, you have to give your credit card or debit card details, or if you use uh, your limit, if you exceed your limit, then it is going to charge you as per the usage. So let's say you have practiced and you forget to switch off the server, and it runs like 48 hours. After that, you log in and check, oh, the server is running. So you have, if your credits are gone or if your limit is exceeded, then you have to pay the amount, and whatever the card you have used, credit card or debit card, it will be deducted from there. So it's better as a beginner. If you want to learn the Linux, if you want Linux administrator, or you want to practice the commands and this, it is a better way. Just install it in the local system, practice all the commands, learn, do some shell scripting. We will have one separate session after this. We are going to create video on shell scripting also. So shell scripting and this, after practicing it on your local machine, you can go ahead with the cloud, AWS or Azure or Google Cloud Platform or whatever the platform you like, or you can try all three of them, which suits you good or which is good for your like domain. You can go ahead with that. So as of now, our operating system is almost installed. So it is almost installed. So if you have any kind of doubt, any kind of suggestion, or any kind of videos or any kind of technology you want to learn, just write it in the comment box. We will get back to you. We'll make the videos or the courses on that particular topics. So your feedback is much appreciated. Okay guys, it is almost installed. Just a couple of minutes and it will be installed. We are going to see how it is going to be, and basic commands we will run onto this virtual machine. So let's see, 2 minutes still remaining. After the installation, it will show a pop-up like this: installation complete. Installation is complete and you need to restart the computer in order to use the new installation. If we press restart now, it will restart the virtual operating system, and where you can use the new installation which we have restarted just now. So it will restart and we can use the operating system, and we'll check a couple of commands and we will wrap up the session. So just a couple of minutes more and we'll be done with the video. So if you are getting this kind of errors or anything, just ignore this, because this is because of some internal hardware or the drive or some plugins issue. So the operating system will run once it is successfully installed. It will run. So if you have any kind of error, if you did not understand anything, just write a comment and we will get back to you. So now we have to select the user and we have to give the password which we have given while installing the operating system. Just select the user and enter the password, and we can log in into the operating system, and we'll wait for a minute. Now see, this is the screen. This is a home screen of the Ubuntu, where it will ask you a couple of steps like connect your online accounts. You can Ubuntu single sign-on, Google account, you can connect Microsoft or anything. As of now, I don't want, I'm just skipping. And help Ubuntu to like to send information and anything. As of now, if I say yes, maybe if I got any error or anything, it will send to privacy. You can on the location or anything, just press next. If any application you want to use, you can install it from here. This, if you are a coder, you can go for coding, Zoom or Spotify, Slack or VLC or anything. There is much more also. See this Telegram desktop, Opera, like this all the application which you can install and directly use into this Ubuntu operating system. So now this is the home page. So if you come here, you can scroll down this. There are this trash. Trash is like how we have here we have recycle bin. In the Ubuntu operating system, we have trash. This is floppy disk. This is CD-ROM. If you have any kind of questions or any help, if you need with any service in the Ubuntu, you can go and you can search in the help section. This is Ubuntu software. This is like App Store. If you press button, it will open the Ubuntu software, and this is like this is some other services file, mail or browser, or these are the services available in the Ubuntu. So when you install this is the available services, because we have selected the normal installation where it mention all the names, like all the utilities, browser, and this all the services. If you click this one also, you will find all the details here. See, so these are the applications available in your Ubuntu. So this is by default. If we select normal installation, so this is the basic applications it will be installed. If you select minimal, that second option, so there will be a minimal application will be installed, and you have to install other applications as per your requirement. Okay, so now let's see. This is the software update for Ubuntu. Let's say close this one and this one also. Okay, now let's see the terminal. So as I told you, there will be two different interfaces. One is graphical user interface, which is this. If you want, you can go and you can click and you can create new folder for folder one, right? Or if you can just change icon, display, or whatever it is. So this is the graphical user interface. By using the graphics, we are moving this folder, we are creating the folder, or we are just deleting the folder. Okay, so this is the graphics, we are using graphical user interface. Whereas we have this second option, which is mostly used in the Linux, this graphical user interface, which is all the Windows operating system is GUI mode. Okay, but in the real time, if you are a Linux administrator, if you are a server administrator, if you are into some technical concept as an IT engineer or anything, mostly they will use this terminal, which is called the black screen. This is the terminal. This is command line interface. Everything will be on the commands. Okay, if you pass the command, it will uh, work as per the command. Okay, let's say if I want to check who am I, it will show Syed Yasin. Obviously, we will log in with Syed Yasin. When we are logging in, we have selected the Yasin user and we have entered the password and we log in. So this is the user Syed Yasin. If we check the pwd, these are the basic commands. We'll learn all the commands in details in upcoming videos. Basic commands which you need to remember as a Linux engineer or a Linux administrator, system administrator. We'll learn and we'll practice that all the commands in the upcoming videos. So these are the basic commands. pwd, this present working directory, we are on desktop. See, we are on desktop only. If I close this one, see, we are on desktop. In desktop we have two folders, one is home and one is folder. So if we need to check, okay, we are in desktop, which is directory, and if we just press ls and enter, there is one folder. Okay, this is the one folder. Let's say rm folder. Okay, if I press rmkdir space folder, if I press this command, so the command is rmdir space folder. So if you press this command, the folder which is on the desktop, it is deleted. So in the graphical user interface GUI mode, you have to press right click, you have to select the trash and you have to delete it. But here, if you want to create one folder, mkdir make directory space folder 1. If I just press folder 1, it is going to create a folder mkdir space folder folder 2. It is going to create the folder 2, right? And let's say I have to clear this screen, is like so many commands are there. If I say clear, it is going to clear all the previous commands. The screen is now clear. So these are the basic commands. Let's say we need to create one file. So we can use cat command also, but I have to teach you like basic video is overview. So just we will use the touch. This is one type of command where we need to create these 0 byte files. 0 byte means empty file. There will be nothing, only just a file. Let's say if I say touch file 1, enter. See, the file is now created on the desktop. So let's say if I press ls, now we have on the desktop, see it is showing the desktop. So now this is our the present working directory. Directory is folder. In Windows we have the folder. In Linux we call it as a directory. So this is the present directory on which we are working on the desktop. There we have folder 1, folder 2 and file. Okay, so this is one file. These are the two folders. Let's say I want to remove rm space file 1. Enter. The file is deleted. If I want to check again, there are only two folders. So this is the way where all the commands you have to run and you have to do all the tasks by using the CLI mode. Okay, if I press clear, it will be clear. Okay, if I say exit, the terminal is closed. So you don't have to go, you don't have to press this one and close this. Just a basic command, it is closed now. Okay, if you want to delete this folder, let's just compare. This is the folder 1 and this is the folder 2. This is the folder 1. If I want to delete, I have to right click, select the folder first, right click, come here, move to trash. Now it is deleted. Whereas in terminal, I have to just check, okay, this is the folder rmdir space folder 2. That's it. It is deleted. Simple. So I have shown you both these steps from the GUI point of view and from the command line point of view. So now this is the Ubuntu where you can practice the commands also. Real time you can install the servers, whatever the practical stuff or learning purpose you want to use, you can use it, and slowly you will become a some professional administrator. Point of commands and this everything will be remembered to you. So just try to practice these commands on day-to-day basis, and try to install some kind of softwares by using the command line interface and this, and you will be learning all these commands and this stuff if you are doing the practical daily or once or 2 times in a week. It will be remembered to you. So in this video we have learned about this basic concept of virtualization, hypervisor, and regarding this stuff, and what are the types of hypervisor and how we are going to create the virtual machine in the VMware. And we have seen that from where you can download the VMware and iOS file for the Ubuntu operating system, and how to create the virtual machine in the VMware. So all these we have learned in the video. If you have any kind of doubts, any kind of query or suggestions, go ahead, write it in the comment section, and we will get back to you. And hope if you are new or if you are seeing this video for the first time, just subscribe to our channel, like the video. If you learn any useful information from this video, just like it and share with your friends so that they can also gain some knowledge into IT from our channel. So take care. and goodbye. That's it for now. Bye.